It is Thursday, April 7th, 2022. Welcome to Veda.
Gee, I can't imagine why that's suddenly high.
Well, as I've already mentioned, I'm done with the dog sitting and I'm back in my own home again. Well, it's just on the other side of the block, but still it did feel a little weird to be sleeping in my own bed again. It was so quiet. I mean, I didn't hear any snoring or whimpering and wondering, is it for attention or does she need to go out? Also, it frequently happens that people are driving around and they either have their subwoofer cranked to over 9,000, despite the fact that in the original Japanese it was only over 8,000, or just revving their engines. They got whatever the opposite of a muffler is. I'd say a loudener, but that's not the opposite of a muffler, that's the opposite of a silencer. And also, well, since I'm back in my own home, there are snacks available, and I mean, look at this. These foods are open, which means they will go stale, or at least non-crunchy. Also, unsalted pretzels, really dead. Oh wow, they're still wrapped, amazing. Yeah, as I've mentioned many times, I think, and will probably continue to mention forever, even though I've been diagnosed with diabetes in 2013, so that's nearly 9 years, it's still been difficult for me to eat properly. I mean, not just avoiding sugars and carbs, but also still eating enough so that I'll have energy. I mean, I was tired much of the time, which is partially why I didn't complete certain tasks I wanted to do. Since my parents were away, I wanted to, my mother has a copier, and it could also be used as a wireless scanner and printer. Of course, I have to I have to figure out how to connect it. And I kind of need to do it when Mom isn't there looking over my shoulder. Wait, I didn't see what you did. Slow down. It's like, Mom, I'm not teaching you. I'm trying to figure it out for myself. Once I figure it out, then I can show you what you need to know. A lot of this is trial and error. A lot of this is kind of just being intuitive, using my new type talents. Did Gundam predict autism? Okay, it already existed, but you know what I mean. But I was tired much of the time. Partially, of course, because I want to make sure a dog gets enough attention. And I know my mom said, well, you know, if she's taking up too much of your time, you can put her in the cage. But I really don't want to do that. I mean, her two main humans aren't home. So the one human who's there for her has to give her extra attention. I mean, I've watched videos of rescued dogs, other animals, but dogs mostly. There was one dog who wouldn't go to sleep at night. And eventually the people who had adopted her discovered that her previous humans had taken her to the shelter while she was asleep. So the dog was afraid that if she fell asleep, she might wake up in the shelter again. And I think that's kind of heavily affected me. I don't want poor Heidi ever to think that she'll be abandoned. She was also a rescue animal. I don't think she was treated quite like that. We don't really know. But, you know, she'll give me those literal puppy dog eyes. But also because I really haven't been eating properly. I mean, I was mostly eating, as I've said, the foods that I got from the drive-thrus, so I wouldn't just be driving through them and taking a photo and getting stared at or getting questioned or, well, I don't know, just kind of figure if I'm going to do that, I should at least give them some money for it in the form of buying food. As I've also said, I still have in the back of my mind, if you're hungry, that means you're losing weight, and losing weight is good, and you've got losing weight associated with eating healthfully, even though those aren't necessarily the same thing. So I didn't nap very much because there's a furry dog who wants my attention, or sometimes even wants to be let out. But, yeah, it's, as I keep saying, it is difficult for me to eat properly. I should buy more vegetables. One problem is vegetables go bad quickly. I should buy more V8 and drink more V8. Of course, there's sodium there, but sodium isn't going to cause me to lose my eyesight or any toes. So, lesser evil, right? I'm sure there was other stuff I wanted to talk about. Maybe also how my energy is low because it's cold. Well, sometimes it gets warm and then it gets cold again. Right now it's got rain, and I'm not sure I'd call it freezing rain, but it's not exactly warm rain either. We've even occasionally had snow, not enough to stick, but point being, cold equals low energy for me. So on Tuesday, I got a package from Amazon. I got Ultra 7X, Superior 8 Ultra Brothers, and Ultra 7X. Yeah, so that's my task today. I'm going to return this. Yeah, in this particular copy, can you decide why I picked this one over the other one? I'm going to go to the UPS store in Altoona and mail this back. I've already done the other stuff. And I've got some other stuff I want to do in Altoona, too. I definitely need more test strips. And also, well, if I can, I'd like to get another pair of shoes. They used to have a better selection. They used to have the old Dr. Scholl's shoes, and they seem to work pretty well. I don't know. And it seems like despite shoe sizes being standardized, they're not really. I'm pretty sure I take it 9.5 wide, but I don't know. It seems like if I get it any smaller, it'll be too tight in the front, but 9.5 wide, and the ones I've been buying lately is too loose in the back. I don't know. I might also get new slippers. I don't know. I mean, these are only mostly falling apart, and I only wear them around the house, so that's not the priority. So that's probably what I can find easily.
And I made sure to use 4 times as much bubble bath as normal. Don't want any revelations here, even if this video isn't for kids.